Hey, this is more of a log post. So basically, very strenuous things have been going on in my personal life. And I don't know what I'm going to say, but basically, I think that it's underrated just how many difficulties we face as people. And instead of the public saying, oh, he's having a hard time with X, with Y, with Z, how do people respond? What's the nature of people? You're having a difficult time? Nice. I'm not doing as poorly as you. I'm not doing as badly as you. You're having a difficult time? It's your fault. You weren't smart enough to do this or to do that. You weren't keen enough. You weren't God-gifted enough. And this goes all the way to the White House. This goes all the way to the judicial system, interwoven with how people think, such that when something happens, the public puts the blame on the individual, as if there's something wrong with them. There's no benefit of the doubt. There's no concern for the individual who's struggling. Our society says, screw you. You couldn't make it. You made a mistake. You didn't realize this or that. Ha. I don't want to associate with you. I don't want to have anything to do with you. You weren't smart enough to navigate. And no one should work with you. And no one should be kind to you because you make mistakes like that. Because you have disabilities. Because you have issues with the way you think. Even if it's connected with evolution of psychology. And instead of having those who could get involved, who could change the system, who could help those in need who are struggling, where it's not their fault, especially with the knowledge of how the mind works and with how polarity works. If you harmonize spirituality, those people should be getting involved the most. You should not be ignoring the needy. You should not be ignoring those who have a hard time. If you can change the system, do it. But these people, they choose not to do it. Why is that? And even if someone is struggling and starving and hurting, the only time these people who can make a change will make a change is when they feel their name will be at stake for not getting involved. It shows you how pathetic people's minds are. It shows you how pathetic the human psyche is. This is not to say humans are bad people. It's to say we tend to not care about those who are struggling. We tend to like to walk on those who have difficulty in life instead of saying, oh, let me help you. Let me advise you. Oh, maybe this can help. That can help. Instead of saying, oh, by not getting involved, I can help more systems, you have to do both. You have to enhance the system and help the individual simultaneously. And if you can't help the person in need, then at least don't put the blame on them. And don't increase their struggling. Diminish it, minimize it. Help them out. If you have connections, pull strings. Instead, we pull strings to get rid of the guys who annoy us. To get rid of the guys who are struggling. Because they don't have enough power and money to navigate through the law. Is that a good thing? That we favor the rich? We favor the powerful? We favor the ones who are lucky? And we disregard and step on those who are not? Is that something to be proud of? Because the way I interact with people, I always draw the conclusion that they are proud of it. That they got lucky enough to be in a better position or situation than that other person. And all they are is happy that they're not involved with that guy. Or that they didn't make the same mistakes that he did. That they don't have the same disabilities as him. Someday, if this video doesn't get taken down, People are going to hear this and be like, wow, that was common sense of the 21st century. Finally, someone's saying it. But they all ignored him. And maybe when that day comes, the people who were once shaming him for how he functions, they will no longer be heard.